Hi everybody, welcome back to another adventure. Today we're going on an epic adventure. You guessed right, we're going to Universal Orlando Epic Universe before it opens to the public. It is April 29th. Happy birthday to my sister. I'm here representing Magic Vacations with my friend Jenny, and we are doing a FAM to get us in. So similar to what I did last year for Mardi Gras, they did another one for Epic Universe specifically, and we got in to do it. So we are going to explore Epic Universe today, and on top of that, we are actually going to be taking part in a VIP tour. So it just keeps getting better and better. So please follow along. I hope you enjoy, and we'll explore Epic together. I'm all ready to go with my Epic Universe lanyard, and then of course my little Princess Peach. So get ready, I'm so excited, wow! So they do have you check in at a different spot when you are doing a VIP tour, but I have my new lanyard now, and it says VIP. I'm so excited, I can't wait to start. Here we go, we're about to walk in. So here's our first look at Epic Universe. Walking right into Celestial Park. Here's the main Kronos that you go into for the main park entrance. And we are heading straight towards the Ministry of Magic. So our tour guide Lee was kind of giving us a brief synopsis of the park as we entered. So what's really cool about Epic Universe, specifically Celestial Park, is that this is Universal's first original characters and theming. And the idea for Epic Universe, which is different than other theme parks around, is the way he explained it is you're used to like little lands inside theme parks, whereas this one is the first theme park to have their own world. So for example, it's like Super Nintendo World and Dark Universe and things like that. So they all tell a complete story as opposed to a bunch of mini stories that you usually see at other places. So just a little fun fact tidbit for ya. And that right there is Helios Grand Hotel. That is another way you can access the park. However, you do have to be staying in that resort specifically. You get to go right inside Epic Universe, or you can experience it as a view from your window. Here is How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. This portal over there. We saw Super Nintendo World over there. Dark Universe there, and as I said, we are going towards Harry Potter and the Ministry of Magic. Woohoo! This ride I am so excited for, Stardust Cruisers. I don't know when we're gonna go on it. I just can't wait to go on it. Oh, and there's Isle of Berk right behind. We are about to enter our first portal. So you might notice up here, there's the time turner. So our tour guide Lee was saying that time is the biggest theme here in this portal. Here we go. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Have just transported into 1920s France. Welcome to 1920s France, everybody. And here is the show that they have in this world. I'm not even gonna try and attempt to say it, so I'm not even gonna bother. And this is essentially where this world takes place. This is right after Newt Scamander released the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So if you're looking, you'll find them here. Ha 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 ha. Who would have thought? Me in 1920s France. Not me. Jenny, how you feeling? What do you think?
I feel amazing. Trying not to cry.
I know. Oh my gosh. Was this the world you were most excited to see?
Yeah, this is my favorite world.
Yay! Here we are. Ooh, toilets. Anybody need a toilet? And here is the entrance to the Metro Floo. So we can go into Harry Potter and the battle at the Ministry.
Way better.
Yeah, so all of the walkers are like that. Almost every ride platform.
Anybody want a bow truckle? What a cutie pie. Stroller parking for anybody who needs it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going into the Metro Floo. We're going right in because we have a VIP. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So our tour guide said that we are leaving 1920s France and going into 1990s England, going right into the battle at the Ministry, into our Metro Floo. So the key is when that lights up, you can go in. Here we go. Woo! Oh my god, that was so cool. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, what a wild time. Woo, here we go again. Woo! Here we are, you guys. Oh my god, Floo for giant use only. Floo closed, sweeping in progress. Wow. You guys, holy moly. Kingsley Shacklebolt. Woo! Wow. It is so nice and cool in here too. Dolores. Alrighty, we're going into our first ride of the day. First ride of Epic Universe. Here's the family room. Oh my gosh, here we go. A little bit of a false alarm there. They were not operational, so just kidding. That's not the first ride of the day, but we're hoping to get on it later. So we are going to use the portal to go into another world. So let's see what it is.
We'll be able to come back.
Yeah. So once again, this is Helios Grand Hotel. You are able to access Epic Universe from this resort. However, you have to be staying here. You have to be staying at this resort specifically. Okay, everybody, I gotta apologize in advance. My face is only gonna get redder as the day goes on. It is pretty hot, in the 80s for sure. And for some reason, the allergies in Florida are really hitting me, so I feel a little like swollen. So please ignore the look. Just wanted to give a little disclaimer because, as I said, it's probably only gonna get worse as the day goes on. So here we go. We are heading into Dark Universe right now, which is home of Darkmoor. Not gonna lie to you, this was the one I was least excited for because I am a little baby. But I'm still gonna show you what it looks like. Here's the portal. Spooky. Our tour guide Lee did say that this is probably the most immersive. There's so many details, around 400 pages worth. So there's so much to learn and discover in this world. Here is Victoria Frankenstein's castle, where she does her experiments to control all the monsters. And she's got just one left. Any guesses which monster she's trying to control? Let me know. Whoa. That's smoking. That's electrifying. That's making noise. I don't know what is happening. Luckily, nobody's coming out to give me any ookie spookies, so I'm safe right here. Curse of the Werewolf was so much fun. I will say it's very sharp. I was getting whipped and tossed around, and it is a little short, so bear that in mind. But it was so much fun. I would do it again for sure.
Oh, enjoy the Big Internship program. I'm sure it'll be enjoyable. Don't you all have airdrop? Why is everyone taking it?
Thank you. So we are heading out of Darkmoor, or Dark Universe, and going towards our next portal. We're about to go into my most anticipated world. I'm ready. 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 That's okay. Here we go. Let's go. My goodness. Oh my gosh.
Baby Yoshi somewhere around here. It's adorable.
Oh my god. Whoa. Shy Guy! Yeah! Oh! So cool. Thank you. Yeah. There's the key. Wait, there's the key. Listen, I am living my best life over here. This is insane. It's so immersive. You really feel like you're in a Mario game. Like, I love it here. So we just did Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge and it was so much fun. I could not stop smiling. I thought my cheeks were gonna fall off. Now on to the next. Another highly anticipated moment, Donkey Kong Country. DK Country right now. We just did Minecart and wow, was that incredible. So far, I think that has been my favorite ride by far. That was so exciting. It was very like jarring and not very like high up and down and stuff like that, but wow, 20 out of 10. So much fun. My girl. Now when it comes to VIP tours, you are moving, but it is so fun because you still get to take in all that the lands and worlds have to offer. And it's just so cool because you really get to go on seriously everything. It just has not stopped for us. Lunch came at a great part so we could kind of replenish and freshen up, and now it's just more and more rides to come. Okay, so our VIP guide, Lee, just said that Ministry is up and running again, so we are heading back towards that one and get on this time, fingers crossed. And then we are planning to do Stardust Racers, which is the dueling coaster right in Celestial Park. And then we're gonna end it in Isle of Berk for How to Train Your Dragon World. So we just came off the Ministry ride and it was so much fun. We got to ride it twice back to back. You just cannot beat this VIP experience, man. It is so good and so exciting. And now we're heading to Stardust Racers, which, like I said, is the dueling coaster. So we are planning on riding that one twice so we could get on one side and then the other. So again, you just cannot beat this. Jenny, what did you think of it?
It's probably going to be my favorite ride.
Yeah, really? Oh my gosh.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Still more to go. I think Donkey Kong Minecart is still my top. Minecart Madness, yes. So much fun. I think that is still my top because I like the thrill rides. This one was good. I don't want to say any spoilers, but it was just very nice to see the people that you get to see in the ride. and experience what you experience, but I would say it's probably more on like the milder side. I feel like the 2 other Harry Potter rides are a little bit more intense.
I think so.
Would you think so?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do with that what you will. If you want spoilers, you know where to find me. Now, this one is probably Epic Universe's most intense ride. I will get that confirmed, but I do feel like this one is going to be pretty intense. We just got off of Stardust Racers. Unfortunately, only the yellow side was running, so not the green side. However, our VIP guide got us in the back row and then right in the front row. And it's so hard to compare it to Velocicoasters. I feel like it is a little bit similar to it, but also different at the same time. This one, amazing. I actually think this is my top ride right now. It was so good, so much fun, and I love the thrill, and it was thrilling, let me tell you. We are heading towards the last world on our tour today, and yep, you guessed it, it is How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk.
Mama, I'll teach you to dragon.
Whatever, yeah, if you have cash, that's fine. I have
Dragon Racers back.
So this is Fire Control, interactive ride area. Give me a turn, moving the journey as you go around. You've got the it's right parking at your point, it's long parking, it's water.
So nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, it is.
Fun? Yeah, it is.
See you later.
Yeah, it is.
Is that a
Bye.
moving portrait?
It is.
Ah, you tricked me, you Loki'd me!
I'm sorry. Hi, Judy. Yes, yes. Hi.
He gets to know everyone through Zoom, so that they'll remember you.
Thank you.
like, I'll just It was like so much.
He's so cute.
Such an amazing experience.
So that was it for our Epic Universe VIP tour. We actually ended the tour back in Super Nintendo World and we rode Minecart Madness twice, the DK roller coaster. It was so much fun. So I rode that a total of 3 times today, which is insane. I also got the souvenir DK mug, which I'm so excited for. I will show you later because I packed it away. So now I have about an hour and a half left in the parks and I'm just gonna run rampant. So come on and join me. My goal, I think right now, is to go back to Isle of Berk and see if I can get on Hiccup's wing gliders again, because that one was so cute. And if you know me, you know I love soundtracks, and How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack is one of the best, if I may say. Come ride Constellation Carousel with me. I've got the lion representing Jesus. That sounds like a bop. Nothing like ending the night doing Stardust Racers one more time. That was so much fun doing it at night, and I just can't say enough about that coaster. I just love it so much. What a great way to end the night. Something that I love that you can only see at night, obviously, is that each portal has their own beam of light that shoots straight up into the sky. You definitely can't see it on video, but there's How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berks. Do you see it? And that's a wrap for Universal's Epic Universe here in Orlando, Florida. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. It was so much fun. I'm going to transition to Present Al and give a wrap up because I am wiped. We did so much today and I just need a second to digest everything. So stay tuned for her. But for now, Universal is signing off. Thanks for such an epic day. This was so fun. Until next time, Epic. Bye.
Hey, everybody.
everybody. Welcome to Present Day Al. I hope you enjoyed experiencing Epic Universe from Universe Al's lens. I've got some stuff to talk about. I wrote a little laundry list of things that I want to discuss. But first things first, let me show you my Donkey Kong mug that I got. It's so cute. And it comes with a little spoon. It is so cute. I just love him so much. I love it. So before I get into it, I just want to do a little disclaimer. I'm going to try and avoid more spoilers than what you've already seen, so be aware. I also want to say that this is just my opinion, so take everything that I'm about to say with a little bit of baby grain of salt, okay? Okay. Another thing too is my experience was a little bit skewed because we were put onto the VIP tour. That was a complete surprise. None of us saw that coming. The biggest sweet treat from Universal Studios granting us VIP access. So we really, any ride we wanted to go on, we were able to cut the line and go right on the ride whenever we wanted to. If we wanted to repeat rides, we could in that moment. So it was really amazing. It was great enough being invited to go. And then that on top of it was just the cherry on top of the Universal Sunday. So thanks again to Universal for giving us VIP access. I will say right off the bat, I do believe the VIP tours are worth it. I do not know how much they are going for right now. It's subject to change every single day. Another thing too is, again, ours was a little bit skewed because we had our tour guide, Lee, shout out to you, Lee, for like 8 hours. And I think the Epic Universe tours go on for 4. So again, everything that I have experienced is a wee bit skewed. So just keep that in mind. If you were to go and experience Epic Universe now before May 22nd, please bear in mind that rides are subject to go down and stay down. Animatronics might not be working to the full extent or at all. So it's like a dress rehearsal, if you will. They call it technical rehearsal, so same thing. So to officially start in my laundry list of notes, I have to start with how incredibly detailed Epic Universe is. I honestly very much enjoyed the park. I loved it. I didn't really notice anything that was like a turnoff or anything that made me question or look twice or like anything like that. I just felt like everything was done so well. Number one, the detailing is out of this world. They really spent so much focus and energy on little intricate details that you see in not just one world, but in all the worlds. I wanted to touch upon something that I said at the beginning of the Epic Universe video, where our tour guide Lee was explaining how when they were looking and asking for talking points to give during their VIP tours, the creative team gave them 400 pages worth of details and tidbits and facts and trivia for just Dark Universe alone. I can't even imagine how many pages the entire park would be. As I've said earlier in this video, Super Nintendo World was far and away my most anticipated world. I was so much looking forward to exploring that for the first time ever. So being able to see that and run around and play was so much fun. I honestly could have spent the whole time there. I really believe that because there's so many little mini games you could play. You can go around with the power-up band. You do not need to have a power-up band to access that land, but I will say it elevates it. That's what allows you to hit like the coin blocks and collect your little points and then go battle Bowser Jr. in his little mini game. So I didn't get the chance to do that, but I feel like if I was not on the VIP tour, I probably would have spent majority of my time in that world. Minecart Madness, the roller coaster in Donkey Kong Country, my second favorite ride of the entire experience. We rode it 3 times that day. It didn't seem like it was a blink and you miss it type of ride. I really felt like I've got my time worth in that ride. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was a little rocky and bumpy, some drops, nothing major, nothing crazy, but wow, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, my second favorite ride. When it comes to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and the Ministry of Magic section, I do believe we did not get the full viewing of it, so we kept just going towards the ride area, but there was still a whole other section that we didn't see. So I do feel like I missed out on some stuff on that end, but again, there's only one ride there and we just headed straight for the ride. So I don't really know what else is over there, but I do know that there's a lot of wand magic spots and things like that, and a lot of stores that are very interactive. So there's so much more to experience there. The ride in itself was so much fun. A lot of people have been comparing it to a cross between Spider-Man and Forbidden Journey. I will say, I do believe that the other two Harry Potter rides are a little bit more intense than this one. Again, not a bad thing, just something that I noticed. A lot of people have brought up that they get motion sickness, but what our tour guide mentioned was if you can handle the first 30 or so seconds of the ride, then you're golden for the rest of it. So just bear that in mind if you're experiencing it for the first time. I loved it though. I thought it was so much fun. It was very nostalgic. So especially for those that grew up with Harry Potter, I think you'd very much enjoy it. And again, if you want more information, you know where to find me. I will say for my end, I tried not to look at any spoilers for it. Obviously, you know the basic of what the ride entails, but I had no idea what to expect, and I very much enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Stardust Racers, far and away my favorite coaster at this point in time. It was incredible. I could compare it to Velocicoaster, but not to spoil too much, I will say Velocicoaster, you are upside down more than you are for Stardust Racers. So take with that what you will. It isn't a good or a bad thing for me, just something that I noticed. I love the thrill. Within reason. I don't need to be hanging upside down the whole time, but I thought Stardust Racers was done beautifully. Unfortunately, like I said, we only had the left side working, so the yellow side, but we got the very back and the very front, and then Jenny and I went back at night to ride it, so we did that one 3 times. Definitely, I think, this could be wrong, this could just be my experience of it, but the fastest I've ever gone, ever. It was so fast, and it just kept getting faster and faster, but God, what a good coaster. What a good coaster. How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk has a little coaster in that too. They call it like Hagrid's younger sibling. I agree. I feel like it fits it perfectly. It's Hiccup's Wing Gliders. That got the 3rd spot in my list. So it went Stardust Racers, Minecart Madness, and then Hiccup's Wing Gliders. Such a great coaster. Nice and smooth, but still so much fun. It isn't too crazy. It's not high up on the thrill level. So I feel like it is the younger sibling coaster. I rode that one twice. So after our VIP tour was done, I went back to Isle of Berk to go ride it again because I loved it. And it's just such a well thought, detailed coaster. They played the soundtrack during that coaster, and you know how I feel about soundtracks, man. It was incredible. Just exactly what I would expect this coaster to have, and they did not disappoint. Also recommend meeting Toothless if you have the time. His meet and greet was so sweet. You just see his little nose like sniffing you and you can hear it. It's just so cute. I loved meeting him. It was so much fun. So all in all, that's just kind of my summary of my opinion of Epic Universe. I did enjoy that park. I would go back in a heartbeat. I loved it. A big thank you to Universal Studios Orlando for inviting agents out there to experience it for their clients. And a big thank you also to Lee and Susie from Magic Vacations who helped me get there. It was so much fun. I feel like I learned so much. I experienced so much. This is a new kind of park, and I only think that they're going to expand and it's only going to get bigger and better. And what they have now is great. I can't even imagine what they're going to come up with next. So great job, Universal. I absolutely love Epic Universe. I can't wait to go back, and I can't wait to bring you guys along too. So I hope you enjoyed this epic adventure. I really hope you get to go because it is worth it. It's worth every single penny. I loved it, and I cannot wait to see where it'll go from here. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you joining me on this adventure, and I will see you guys on my next adventure. Bye!